Hello, I'm Michael Finn, Holistic Exercise and Lifestyle Coach, and today I'm going to do the full descriptive version of my prone single leg hip flexion exercise. Okay, this is really great for people that are in like team sports or sprinters that do a lot of running. So a lot of times people train the posterior chain or the glutes and the hamstrings and things like that. But we need to train the recovery motion of that, of bringing your knee back forward for the next step or the next stride. So we need to strengthen up the hip flexors as well. So this is something that sprinters end up doing quite a bit of, so that their hip flexors are just as strong as their hip extensors. That gives you balance across the joint. It also makes it much better for posture, and it keeps you good and strong so that you can pull that leg back forward and drive for the next step. Okay, so I've got a cable attached around the ankle of my left leg. So, and that's all the way down low to the floor so that it's nice and at my ankle level. Okay, and then I would recommend starting off really light with this. People can get really sore with this exercise, so start super lightweight. Okay, kind of have to build up to it. All right, and then I've got a step way out in front of the cable pulling machine. So like a good 1.5 times my body length out in front. I've got a 1.5 foot tall box out here that I have my hands on. So I'm kind of in a push-up position with my hands on top of the box. My shoulders pretty close to right over my hands. My right leg, which is free, is the one that I have all my weight on back in that push-up position. My left leg is up in the air to where my toes are just barely touching the ground right there with that cable attached to it, pulling it back. And then all I want to do is I want to take a big inhale as I'm all stretched out here, and I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to drive that knee forward towards that step and up towards my chest, so that I'm using my hip flexors to do that and my abdominal muscles too. And then I'm going to inhale, let that leg go all the way out straight, and then I'm going to exhale and drive that knee all the way up towards my chest. Big inhale all the way out. Big exhale, pulling all the way under. Big inhale all the way out. Big exhale all the way under. So you're just staying here in this push-up position and driving that knee all the way up and then straightening it all the way out. When you go all the way out, don't arch your back. Just keep your back in neutral, your belly button in. Okay, so that you're supporting your weight on your hands, you're supporting your weight on your right foot, and with that left leg, you're driving that and pulling that cable all the way up there and all the way back out, so that we work those hip flexor muscles right there in the front of the hip. Now, for athletes and things like that, we can, or everybody else too, but we can add to this exercise a little bit and make it a little bit more like running by when I stretch out my left leg in the back. So I got my left leg out straight. I'm going to bend my right leg and let my hips come back. And now I'm stretched out to where my hands are on top of the step, but my shoulders are way back. And I'm almost over the top of my right foot. And then I'm going to drive through my right foot and pull forward with my left knee at the same time, so that it's like I'm driving through an acceleration step as I exhale to do that. And then I'm going to inhale, reach out backward with that left foot, and come back over my right leg again, and then I'm going to exhale and drive through that right foot and drive the left knee forward, so that we get a big power press there. Now, keys with this: you don't want the hips to get behind your right foot. They almost fall over. So you want to make sure that when your hips come back, they stay either right above or over the top of your right foot, because that's where it's going to be if you're accelerating properly. If you get your hips too far back, you're going to learn a pattern that's going to make you actually slow down under acceleration, and we don't want to do that. So we just want to take the hips to right over the top or a little bit in front of that right foot as we extend that left leg out, and then drive through that right leg and pull that knee all the way up. Big inhale as you pull all the way back, and big exhale as you do it there. Try not to use your hands or pull with your hands, just use your hands to support your upper body and keep you in this 45-degree forward lean position, just as if you were just coming out of the blocks as a sprinter or just starting like a 40-yard time dash sprint sort of thing. So, and then that way you're going to be driving the posterior chain on your right leg and through your right calf, your glute, your hamstring, and you're going to be working your flexor chain on the left side and pulling through the same way. And that's exactly the same action you have under acceleration while you're sprinting. And so it's a very functional exercise to carry everything over, okay? So if you like this exercise, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the little bell. Let me know if you have any questions. Always feel free to reach out to me. And I hope you have a happy and healthy day with the fun single leg hip flexor exercise. See you in the next video.